Hello and welcome to your MenoFit training app. I'm going to be taking you through all of the different sections within the app, how to use it, and usually some frequently asked questions just in case you get stuck anywhere along the way. So this is your main screen for your homepage. This is before you've added in any programs to follow. So I'll take you through the little sections that are up along the top section here. So here we have your progress photos. So you can upload front, back and side photos, and you can go into your photo history as well to see your previous ones that you've uploaded and compare them with each other. Then we also have the scales and your body measurements, so body weight and measurements. So you can log your daily body weight in the little section here. And then if you also jump to the body measurements, you can add in all of the different body measurements. And then in the back end is where you can compare it and see from previous entrants to the most current as well and the difference. So we come back out to the main page. You also have a readiness log that you can fill out each day. So you can rate how sore you are, stress levels, energy levels, mood and sleep. And then you can refer it back to different weeks and see how you're feeling in comparison. So if you go to the readiness log, you can see that it would come up with if you've got previous entrants in there as well. Just make sure my little cursor comes back. So we'll jump back to the homepage here, and then we jump to the Apple, which is our nutrition log. Now in here, you can either put your own goals of protein, fats, carbs, and fiber, and you can follow it from there. And if you go to the nutrition log, it's got all of your old entries, which can connect to MyFitnessPal if you track your food in MyFitnessPal, or it'll come up with what you've entered in that you've consumed that day as well. Now in your planner, this is where you can also have a new plan for yourself of your calorie targets, macro targets, and how long you're following it for, when the due date will go until as well. And then this will come up in your goals section here, how you can see there's each gram left for each macronutrient as well. So we come back out to the homepage. We also have our training strength metric reports. So this is where it'll give you a breakdown of everything that you've done that day for your steps, your training, how much you lifted in your weights and everything like that. So, and you've got your personal records in here of how much you've lifted over different movements, and you've got your training metrics there too. There's just nothing to come up in here, that's all. And then coming back to our first day here. So if you don't have a program or you don't have a workout scheduled for this day, but you do some extra exercise, what you can do is just add in your own exercise, and you can put in custom, or you can go through the library here and you can add in a new exercise if it doesn't exist. So just popping into the accessories tab, and you can put that you did like a swim or something like that. And you can just tick freeform, so you can just write what you did, or you can have that it's a distance and all those sorts of things in there. So you can put that you did however many sets and you did distance. And if you like gave yourself rest periods or anything like that, but you can also just put none. And then you can just put that it's a cardio. My little tap button has gone. Cardio for the exercise type down here as well. And then you can also, it won't let me scroll. And we go save. Then we can add in that we did one set and we did 250 meters, something like that. And then it'll come up in your day there for you. And then you can tick it off that you did it. So if we do have a program that's already selected, bring my little cursor back up. So on the next section here, we have our programs on the next tab. So if we go into programs, you can see that we have all of the different ones here to choose from. Just going to make him disappear so I can scroll. So I've got all of the different ones that you can add in and follow along at any time. So you can just follow along one at a time. So let's just go add to calendar. So we're going to do the 12 Renew You program. You can learn more about the program, and it's got a little bit more of a description for you. And you can also see what exercises are included within the program as well. You can also have a look at the preview, which will show you a more in-depth breakdown of the workouts as well. So you can make sure that the one that you're picking is going to be most suited to you. If you did want to have a little bit more of a look at which ones you're searching for, if you go to this advanced filter at the top, you can click if it's for beginner, intermediate, or expert, and you can sort of see which ones that you might be looking for what your goals are as well. So jump back out of that one. We will add this one to our calendar. So you can choose if you do a full ad or a continuous ad. A full ad just means that you train on the same days every week and it'll pre-enter it into your calendar for you. And then you also have continuous ad, which means you train on different days each week. And when you come into your app, you just want to go, yep, I'm training today, and add it into your calendar instead of it being pre-programmed for certain days. If you do choose the full ad, you can also adjust. If it's on a different day and you end up completing it on another day, you can change it around too. Okay, so I'm going to choose a continuous ad because sometimes I choose to train on different days of the week. So I'm going to click on this one here and click next and click start training. And then it should load into my calendar for me. Just loading all of the programs in there. So now that I come into my calendar, I can see that I've got this one here ready to go. So day 1. So I'm going to click on that one and I'm going to click to download it to my day. So you're about to add this workout to this date. Yes. And then it will show up in my calendar. So now that we can see, this little button. So now that we can see when I click on that day, it's got the workout all listed in there for me. So when I go to start following my program for that day, bring my cursor back, I'll click on the sideline torso rotations. So we've got 3 reps of this one to be completed for each side. So hold for 3 deep breaths on each side. And then what we'll do, we'll tick that one off and we'll say that we've completed it. The only reason why it's got these little extra bits is if it's ever programmed for different parameters instead of just the reps. But this one's just reps. If you do need to watch the video, you can just click the video to play at the top here and it will start playing automatically for you. So you complete 3 of each side and then you'll move on to the next exercise. So once you've completed that one, you come up to the top, you click back, and then we've got our next movement to move on to. So this one is a superset. So we've got side lying shoulder external rotations, supersetted with our banded clamshells. So we've got 3 reps on each side for this one, and then we move into our banded clamshells, which we have 2 sets of 12 for each side on that one there. So then we can go into it, tick yes, we did 12 reps, completed, and you'll see that it gets marked off on the right-hand side here. If we go into, so that's more of like the warm-up ones, but if we scroll down and we've got our sled push, what you'll be able to see is we've got here 3 rounds, 1 lap for every single round, and we've got 3 rounds of a plank hold for 45 seconds. So that's our new superset, and we've got a note here, so just be mindful to look out for any notes that we have a 60-second rest in between the sets as well. And then if you go to your exercise history, you'll be able to see what load that you lifted or what you recently entered in as your previous completions of the exercise as well. So we'll come back out. So that's how you read your program. You can also see on the front here that you can see if things are going to be a superset or not because they've got the letters going across the side there too. So that's predominantly reading your program. And then if you were to come into the next day, say we've got on the 13th, we come in and we want to add day 2 in, you can either click into it or you can just click straight add and you can add it in like that. If you're ever wanting to stop the current program that you're doing before it gets to the end, so if we come to an empty day, you can see that the program is here, but you can see that we have stop program down the bottom here. So we want to stop the program, confirm, and we want to choose a different one. Then it will clear it out from your scheduled workouts, and then you're able to go back into the programs and you can choose a new one to add in and you can add it into your calendar. Perfect. So our next little section is our widget section. This is where you've got a whole heap of extra information and documents to look through. So in our educational resources, we have a snack guide, mindful eating, goal setting planner, and the menopause grocery list. So have a look through all of those. We also have our handy links, which can take you to a one-on-one coaching inquiry if you're interested in one-on-one coaching. And we've got our community group here as well. We also have our macro calculator. So this is where it can give you recommended macros to be following for your nutrition. You just go through and use the macro calculator, put in all of your information, and it will calculate macros for yourself to be following. So I can fill this one out for you so you can see what it looks like. Just going to put in all of these. This little cursor making it a little bit harder for me. And if you're wanting to be in a deficit to lose weight, very active, and we go calculate, it would give me my total calories that I would be needing to follow for my goal. And then you can also add it to your nutrition planner here, and it will automatically pop in the information for you. And then you can put how long that you're wanting to follow it for. So if we're wanting to follow it for a few weeks, we pop in the end date and we can go save. It's coming up that a plan already exists from when I showed you before in my nutrition planner. So that would automatically go to where I showed you earlier, but there's already one in there, so it won't populate into it for me, but that's okay. Perfect. So then when we go back into our widgets, our next one is extra workouts, videos, and courses. So we've got the 7-day movement challenge added in here for you. So you can go through and follow these along. You come into it and the video will just play for you and you can follow it along. And you can make your way through all the courses. We also have the Find Your 5. So we've got some 5-minute workouts in here for you as little extras to follow. We also have extra longer workout sessions, which we've got one in here for you at the moment as well, a stretch and strengthen session. We also have our MenoFit recipe book in here for you too. So plenty of good recipes for you to follow, all menopause friendly as well. So when you come into it, you click into it, it'll give you the ingredients, the breakdown, how long it should take you, and then it'll give you the directions and the nutrition breakdown for it as well. And then we have a whole heap of extra little recipes in here for you too, with snacks, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but they're just more of your general type recipes instead of Amy L. Coaching's MenoFit recipe book that's very specifically tailored for you. So then the next little section that we have is the reporting section. So this is where you can see what you've tracked previously for the readiness rate, what you've rated your sessions as, your body weight, your step count, your body measurements, progress photos, and nutrition that you've logged in. And then in the back end here is where you will look after all of your accounts. So you've got what subscription you're following. So if you wanted to upgrade or update your billing information or need any help, you can come into here, and there's also some extra tutorial FAQs and contact us section. So if you have any problems, you can contact the app company directly as well, and they will be able to assist you too. And then we also have our community group page in here as well as our YouTube channel, Instagram page, and Facebook page as well. And you can join the MenoFit community group by clicking into this link here too. So make sure you join that one so you can join everybody else that's following along the programs at the same time. And then if you do need to help or contact, you can also do it in there as well. So that is pretty much everything within your app. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. But hopefully this breaks it all down for you and makes it nice and easy to use. Thank you.